Yeah, 28 grams of moss, 28 grams of moss. Little people the king, little people the king. Y'all ain't ready for this, y'all ain't ready for this. Yeah. I'm the champion, I'm the champion, I'm the champion, don't know why you can't wanna wait to beat, but it's sweet just to give you cats a chance to eat. What you got for early getting finished the plate. Now that I'm back, you rap cats are gonna have to wait. Been gone a whole year, still nobody got the leadership or the heart to even feel my spot. I'm the champion, must I say it again? The best in this rap game and I continue to win. See, I'm allergic to that, losing makes me sneeze. Like you phony rap cat, about to make me squeeze. Bring your whole crew, nigga, I'ma swallow that. So when it pops off, ATL on a holler back. It's 28 grams, nigga. I've been running this shit. So anything in front of me can fuck around and get hit. I follow you rap cats, so you niggas my sons, and I'm the truth. Wow, cause I'm the motherfucking champion. I'm the champion. I'm the champion. I'm the champion. Still rep the A&T, but I carry my throne. God bless every child that can hold it home. And I am that child, as you niggas can see. Cause ain't another rapper out here better than me. And this goes to anybody trying to steal my spot. I'm number one in this shit, so number one you not. So when you can't scream, y'all is the best, I laugh. Like really, you cats don't really know the how. You do the math, and that's yourself who really great. Then add it up and watch it equal up to 28. So that's the damn cats know who really the done. I'm overall, I let you niggas fight for number one. Yeah, put that on my life, put that on my son. Gotta stay the best of people leaking trade love. In my throne and I'm the key, you can put that on my heart and I'm the God. Cause I'm the motherfucking champion.
Legacy Unlocked. When you're locked out of your vehicle, can't get in your car, call Legacy, serving West Palm Beach and surrounding cities. That's area code 229-630-7615. Available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Have you been denied disability, Social Security, or custodianship of your children? Call Antonio Williams. He has the knowledge and experience to fight the government on your behalf. Let him represent you. That's Antonio Williams, your non-legal attorney consultant.
Just-in-time accessories. We have the bling and everything in between. Tayama Copeland is your independent paparazzi consultant. Everything is only $5. You can catch Tayama on Facebook Live at Tayama Copeland, or you can find her at www.justintimeaccessories. Just in Time Accessories. We have the bling and everything in between. Check it out. Just in Time Accessories. We have the bling and everything in between. Tayama Copeland is your independent paparazzi consultant. Everything is only $5. You can catch Tayama on Facebook Live at Tayama Copeland, or you can find her at
Get in here, get in here, get in here. What are you waiting for? Get in here. Boy, do we have an exciting, awesome show for you this evening. Get in here. Call your friends, call your boyfriend, girlfriend, niece, nephew, baby daddy, flavor for the month, whatever. Just get them in here. This is the place to be. Get in here. And if you're new to the channel, definitely hit that subscribe button. Subscribe. I think we're on our road to 27,000 subscribers. So get in here. Get in here. And of course, click the like button. That lets us know that you appreciate and you like what we're doing over here, and lets YouTube know that you like. And then YouTube then share our videos with other people with similar interests. And of course, comment below, and we will read your comments loud on the air and respond accordingly. And as Mama always say, sharing is caring. So click that share button and share our videos on your social media so that your friends and family can come over here and see what all the craziness is about. So get in here. It costs you absolutely zero. Of course, I'm joined tonight here on the ATL show, brought to you by the Anthony Brown Show, by none other than the very beautiful, the very bright, my sister, Tiama
Hello,
Sweetness.
everybody. How's everybody doing?
What's going on?
A lot, a lot.
How was the family reunion?
It was everything. Did you see the video with Tyson?
I saw one video you had where everybody's out there at the barbecue underneath the pavilion. I didn't see
Mm-hmm.
Tyson.
No, I had did a reel to where he
The
said
water.
forget it and started running through the water. Then the little girl went behind him, and before you know it, you had all the little jits running through the water.
Okay. Led by,
But my
led
baby, listen, my baby was the leader.
yes, I said led by none other than Tyson.
He was like, y'all can have this part. I'm over this. He tried to play
Okay.
football with the big kids. One of my brother's step kids got a black eye playing football. This man act like wasn't nothing going on.
Okay. Tyson ain't nothing stopping him. I know that's right.
But yep, so we had a blast. We had a blast.
Awesome. Glad everybody enjoyed themselves. I'm also joined tonight by my brother from another. You know what I'm saying?
Damn,
He come from
damn,
all
damn.
corners of the earth. I know y'all all know him because he's an international lover. He got about 15 children and about 13 baby mamas. None other than Legacy the Great.
Don't let none of that foolishness fuck into your brain. It ain't none of that right there. You know what I'm saying? But I love my kids and it ain't 15 either. Mm.
Okay, 13,
Mm.
12.
Oh yeah. And ATL hoes.
Yes. We're looking for, since we didn't go to Tiama's family reunion, but we got our own cake.
Mm.
Some fluffy cake, juicy, round, voluptuous, moist, seasoned just right. It wasn't one of that box where you just add one egg and a cup of water. No. We had to mold this, shape this, and add ingredients.
Mm.
We got none other than juicy cakes.
Blessings, everybody.
The blessings.
How are
I just
you?
want to get. I just gotta goddamn know. Is that gonna be? Is the car gonna be like your new backdrop? Cause you said.
Man, you say what I say, Juice. As much as I pay for it, damn right. Every chance I get, I'm in that thing.
Right.
If I
But
die tomorrow, put that thing in the ground with me in it.
I ain't even
Okay.
pay. I don't even pay for it. I just got to because I'm just so all these kids and the lives that they want to live and the things they want to do. Your seatbelt.
She said she don't even pay for it. I mean, them juicy cakes causing it to be paid for.
Yeah, you know, Juicy be with the shenanigans. Let's see,
With all the
y'all better
foolishness.
carpool with y'all friends.
Okay.
Nah.
Stop judging me.
I
Well,
see. They don't even want me to do that because I'm so particular. Like with y'all friends, I'd rather take them and pick them up. I tell him his only job is to be a student, get good grades, do good. I don't mind doing the extra. Cause the way these other kids carpooling, you mess around to be carpooling with a stolen car. These kids hear about it
okay.
and won't tell you. So he don't need to be in that. He just need to go and have fun with them. My
Right.
grandma say let people go to hell their own way, but you can still enjoy their company.
Okay.
Damn.
Yeah,
I
damn,
like
grandma ain't play no game.
we got a very special guest with us tonight.
We
Um,
do?
yes, we have a very special guest with us tonight. He's no stranger to the show, but he's been here before. and we're going to welcome him back. None other than Mr. D-Lo himself.
You play too much, Tony.
How
Too
y'all
much.
doing? How y'all doing?
We
Oh,
doing good. How
ATL.
are you doing?
Be
We're
like,
blessed,
oh, ATL, ho.
we're blessed and highly favored, or should I say highly flavored.
I'm highly
Exactly.
favored.
Mm-mm-mm.
Yes, yes.
Well, how are you doing, Mr. Special Guest?
I ain't no special guest. He just trying to be funny. I'm doing wonderful. I'm
Good.
not really, but I'm doing my best.
And
And
that's
Doing my
also,
all we can ask for.
that's it. And also joining us this evening is none other than, again, no stranger to the show. Our boy, our road dog, our road reporter, our minister, none other than Donovan Phipps.
What's up, you all? I am
Blessings,
so glad to be on
blessings.
the ATL show live. What's up, family?
Hey,
What's going on?
Donovan,
Yeah.
are you doing like you and Juicy both do like citizens patrol or something? Cause I'm always in y'all damn car.
Well, you know what? Just because you got a job now and you get off and go home and be in your house at a certain time to go to sleep, to wake up for your job the next
Preach,
day, don't mean we
preach.
got to just sit home. We in our car, but we own the ATL show. ATL, who?
And he wanna call and straighten you while he on his way finna go to bed.
Right. Get like us. We don't get tired.
Okay,
Well,
subject of the day. Are we still invited to the wedding? Miss Paula, if you out there, I need you to verify because I saw that video and I don't know if that means you need to subtract. And I need to know if I'm on the subtract then. But if I am, just have my plate to go.
She's like, okay, let me clear everything up because I spoke to her personally.
Mm-hmm.
She said the wedding and the reception is two different things. She said the wedding, yes, we're invited to the wedding, but because she and her fiance has such a large family, she was she was limited on the number of people that she can invite to the reception because they're limited on food, of course. Whereas the wedding it costs nothing. You just come in, sit down, watch the wedding, and you leave. It costs
Mm-hmm.
nobody nothing. So we're invited to the wedding, but we're not invited to the reception.
Okay, I'm make a deal with you. I'm all in for the wedding. But see, I was coming for like your cake because I know you got 9 out of 10 do your cake. Save me a piece of cake. That's what I was waiting on, y'all. It's okay. I was like, I know her cake gonna be the bomb.
you. Please support the show. Cash App, Smell Good for Less, or PayPal. The Anthony Brown Show at gmail.com. $3, $5, $10, whatever you want to give. Please support the show.
Yes, yes. Every little bit helps. We appreciate it. I guess
Mhm.
Donovan is having technical difficulties.
You see I'm on now?
Donovan is having
Oh, yeah.
technical difficulties. I see he dropped off. But anyway, I
he
got
probably
Or
thought he was just riding
legacy.
around in his car.
Or legacy calling him out by his car made him feel like, dang.
Donovan don't have tissue paper feelings.
Okay, Legacy. Next, when you say you coming Friday, we switching our cars Friday. You call
no,
Legacy. I bet you he be in the car.
no, I was leaving today, but you said you wasn't gonna be here.
Yeah, because you already know. I'm going to Carolina. We leave out in the morning.
But you told me
My car
yesterday
gonna
you
be
was
in the
leaving.
garage. You want me to call my big brother upstairs?
I don't need all that.
You do need all that.
I don't need all that.
So what did you do
What's
up
going?
under that couch?
I ain't did nothing to it. Washed it, conditioned it.
Why he so fucking dramatic?
Your mouth is so filthy. My virgin ears. I just came back over here. You hurt my virgin ears.
Boy, go find something to do with your time, Donnell. Ain't nothing about you virgin nowhere around.
Okay, because those ears have been used in some type of sex act.
Some type of.
Listen, I got some interesting news and some educational news and something that you guys may not be aware of. Just check this out. It's pertaining to you all out there that have gap insurance. Check this out.
Quick tip to everybody that's an adult: if you ever go to a dealership and buy a car and you get gap insurance, if you sell that car to another dealership or that car gets totaled or whatever happens and you never use that gap insurance, you can actually call that dealership back and get your money back for that gap insurance, like the entire thing. So let's say you had that car for like 4 years, 3 years, whatever. They owe you like $1,200 a year, $3,600 check. The dealerships will not pay you this money if you do not already know about it. So make sure you call. And even if it's like a year ago, 2 years ago, whatever, yada, 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 you paid into that gap insurance, they owe you money. Give them a call.
It didn't play on my end too much, Tony, but what was he saying in the beginning?
Gap insurance.
If you have gap insurance, you buy through the dealership when you purchase your car. If you never use that gap insurance ever, no matter how long you've had the car, whether you sold the car or sold it to another dealership or person, you got totaled or whatever. But if you never use your gap insurance, the dealership has to give you back all of the money that you put into the gap insurance.
But they won't tell you.
And the dealership won't tell you that. So if you don't say anything about it, then that's just free money to them.
Until you ask for it.
Right.
So it
And he
like
was saying no matter how long ago it's been, you're entitled to it, so you can still go ask for it.
Right. So it sounds like a little savings plan.
But if you end up in an accident and something happens, it's not a savings plan. The benefit is that that money is there to give you the difference so that you can get it into another car. Because usually when you're purchasing a vehicle, you upside down, and that gap insurance you're paying towards the upside down so that you won't be stuck.
So even if a person has full coverage on their vehicle, which means that should cover everything because it's from top to bottom.
That don't cover the interest. Full coverage covers. Full coverage covers if I hit you, if you hit me, if something fall on the car, the window break. Full coverage covers the complete car and all the different things that could possibly happen because there's, different liabilities and things that they have criteria towards claims. But that doesn't mean if they total your car and your car is valued at $10,000, but your loan, like this lady's car engine blew and she owed $14,000. You still owe $14,000, and the bank's gonna want their money whether you driving that car or not. So gap insurance covers that difference when the banks want their money. And when they total the car, if the value of the car say $10,000, you got $4,000 that you still owe the bank, and then you don't have a car to go get because you still owe the bank. But gap insurance eats that up for you.
All right, insurance agent.
Man, I didn't have gap insurance, but I owned my car, so I didn't owe the bank. But I had learned a lot of it. And the way they play games with that, it's crazy. And these people do try to keep your money. Welcome back.
Mr. Donovan, do you have gap insurance?
And your car insurance with full coverage will also offer you where you can pay for car replacement. that is different than gap insurance. Gap insurance is better than car replacement because gap insurance covers whatever amount the difference is. Car replacement will just cover to be able to put you into another car, replace your vehicle.
Right. Right.
So the monies don't be the same equaling out.
Okay. Well, like we say on the ATL show, you're going to learn something each show. I got something else that Legacy sent me. I thought it was kind of inspirational, so I want to share this. You know, we get educated over here and we get inspired. Check this out.
If you have food in your fridge, clothes over your body, a roof over your head, and a place to sleep, you're richer than 75% of the world. If you have money in your wallet, a little change, and can go anywhere you want, you are among the top 18% of the world's most wealthy people. If you are alive today with more health than illness, you are more blessed than the million people who will not survive this week and die. Life is not about complaining and sorrows. It's about 1,000 other reasons to be grateful and happy.
I missed it. I heard food in your fridge and clothes on your body and then grateful.
I think Donovan missed it too.
Well, you might as well go and play it again.
Donovan.
Okay, yes.
You want me to play the video again?
Yes, please.
Okay, just a moment. Here goes Juicy.
If you have food in your fridge, clothes over your body, a roof over your head, and a place to sleep, you're richer than 75% of the world. If you have money in your wallet, a little change, and can go anywhere you want, you are among the top 18% of the world's most wealthy people. If you are alive today with more health than illness, you are more blessed than the million people who will not survive this week and die. Life is not about complaining and sorrows. It's about 1,000 other reasons to be grateful and happy.
Oh, amen, amen, amen. You know, yes, definitely. I think about that all the time, and I just give thanks.
Yes.
I don't think about it in the concept like it just said, because I can't compare. I don't compare the numbers, but I think about where I have been in life and just even being thankful to be able to give and provide for my kids, to do the things I can do. I be thankful for being understanding and don't whip their ass. You know, I be so thankful.
Okay.
Y'all, it's Friday. What's up with y'all?
It's Friday, but it don't feel like a Friday.
Right?
What did you do today?
Definitely doesn't feel like a Friday.
It feel like a Friday for me.
Donovan,
You did yard work.
That's what I did. You see this little foot? It's all on my office. It's the foolishness.
Say it again?
Donovan, are you out Ubering?
So I am actually in the heart of going back home tonight. So I've got an event that...
How was Atlanta?
Oh, my goodness. I'll just tell you, it was amazing. Yeah. It was amazing. It was amazing. I'm going back home. I'm getting my office taken care of and situated. And I might be back out in Atlanta.
Awesome.
Get it, big money.
Yeah, when I grow old, just like you, Doctor.
Say it again?
When I grow old, I want to be just like you.
Like a boss, man. Making boss moves like you already are. Where's Legacy at?
He's having technical difficulties.
Okay. My internet keeps going in and out, you all. So you see me out, that doesn't mean I'm going on commercial break. That just means my internet is kind of boom, 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 out and around.
No problem. Hey guys, if you have time, go ahead and check out this video. This is a video I did Wednesday. I recorded it on Wednesday, but I actually aired it on. I scheduled it for Thursday, so it actually played yesterday at 6 o'clock. But I filmed it on Wednesday. So it was a pre-recorded video. It's about 14 minutes long. For many of you knows that I had health issues, and this is a very emotional video. Like I said, 14 minutes. It's giving you the update on my health and some things about my doctor and current doctor and former doctor, and my faith and my belief and all that was mentioned in the video. So you definitely want to check that video out. Like I said, it aired yesterday at 6 o'clock p.m. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button so that when videos come out, whether live or whether pre-recorded, you'll get a notification. So definitely, for those of you who haven't, definitely go and check it out. It was recorded on, like I said, it's the video from the day before this video. Whew.
A Pastor June Murder Mysteries by Reverend Lee M. Sapp, Christian fiction for grown folks. The novel series revolves around the day-to-day life of June Harris, pastor of St. Mark Church and former homicide detective. The series exposes the realistic joys and challenges of her life as a pastor and her relationships with family, friends, and community, and how they all intertwine with her gift for solving murder mysteries. Ministry is what she loves. Solving murder is what she does.
So how do you feel?
Watch the video.
I'm talking about today. Here and now.
I promise to make that for you.
All right, CC and BB.
Yes, sir. I tried it.
Well, y'all GG and Fifi.
Yes, sir.
A
Let's
juicy
go.
DD.
Nutrition is the key to a healthy, strong body. Therefore, we need to take control of our health. My passion comes from my adversities, and now I'm empowering people to gain control of their health by introducing healthy snacks for life, which is filled with non-toxic high-quality substances derived from nature. It was designed to stop the human consumption of eating unnatural sugars, so they can maintain a healthy lifestyle while snacking. Healthy Snacks for Life is diabetic-friendly, filled with vitamins, minerals, beta-carotene, proteins, fats, and more. It's a balanced alkaline mix that's crunchy, delicious, and nutritious. It's also affordable, combined with nutritional factors that our bodies needs. So do it for yourselves, do it for your children and families, and do it for others. Try Healthy Snacks for Life. Today, you will not regret it.
D-Low Notary Service. Don Allen Lowe.
But seriously, Tony, how are you?
Personal Notary Public. Serving the Dallas area. You can call 214-962-8275. Or you can call the office at 682-200-9345. If you have any other inquiries, you can email dlownotaryservice1@gmail.com. Once again, that's D-Low's Notary Service. Don Allen Lowe is your personal notary public. Any notary duties that you need done, he will be able to get it done. D-Low's Notary Service. Check it out.
But Tony, seriously, how are you doing? How are you
doing-
feeling?
I'm doing awesome.
Okay, well, you know I'll be concerned. Praise the Lord. So I'm yeah, keep praying.
but yet also watch the videos. Only 14 minutes.
Okay.
Look, I need the views. The views give coins.
Okay, we definitely want to make coins, huh?
Mhm.
Coin.
I was trying to wait till Legacy get his internet back working so he could come back on. So I wanted him to partake in this question of the day. So I'm trying to, reach out to Legacy. Let me ask you guys. Hold on. Let me call him and see what's the dealio. This is so I know sometimes he have internet issues, but
Well, it's better to have internet issues than women issues.
what you say, Donovan?
I said it's better to have internet issues than women issues.
Than women issues. I'm sure he's had a share of those too.
He's had a loss in both areas then. Yeah. Oh, oh, oh.
Yeah, because I got a question now. I want to ask it until you get on.
All right. So, Juicy, could you tell us a little about health and administration?
What do you mean health and
So,
administration?
what are some diets and what's some things that we can eat nutritiously and put in our bodies to help our bodies actually be in the survival mode?
I think that aloe is something that we should consume every day.
Okay.
And Tony, you have the George's bottle near you. This is one that I promote. Well, let me see. No, that's fine. I'm talking about the aloe. Didn't you get the aloe?
Oh, the gallon.
Yes.
Yeah, that's in the kitchen.
Oh, okay, so it's not near. Because I was gonna say that's a product that I suggest and recommend to everyone that I help, and
Okay.
but it's tell them about the aloe, Tony.
Yeah, I got my aloe. Is a gallon of aloe water. I got it from a Whole Foods. I think it was like maybe $6 or $7. Give or take $1 or two here or there, plus or minus. But
Wait, the gallon was that little bit for that cheap for you?
like I said, give or take $2 here or something. I can't remember because I purchased it so long ago.
Up here it's
So,
$30 for the gallon.
oh no, it definitely wasn't no $30. Because if it was $30, I'd have been drinking tap water.
Well, you blessed because up here Georgia's and even in Kansas, but I don't know, everywhere is different. But the Georgia's gallon, the aloe, it has no flavor, no taste, and it's pure, 100%,
Right,
nothing added to it. So it's
correct.
distilled. Where all the other aloes on the market have citric acid or something added to it to help preserve it, this one is aloe. So get with Tony and go to his store because I mean you send me a couple bottles. Because
Well,
up
we're
here I just got one for
in Whole Foods.
$32 yesterday. However, you take an ounce of it daily for a person or 2 ounces.
Uh-huh.
I make ice cubes with it, and so we add it to our tea when we're drinking our drinks. That's what keeps our beverages chilled. Um, I use it in our smoothies. I just put it in the spaghetti. You know how you use the spaghetti sauce and you need to rinse out the jug? I use the aloe to rinse the jug out instead of water. Um, that's something that you need. It helped my father stay alive without medicine for quite a while. Just making sure
Gotcha.
he had aloe each day, because his throat with his the cancer, he couldn't swallow, he couldn't eat, and we were trying to get a feeding tube put in, but he really didn't want a feeding tube. He was so It was to the point where all he would do was suck on. He wanted ice cubes, but I wasn't gonna have him just suck on ice, and there's nothing in ice. There's no nutritional value. Aloe has 92 essential vitamins and minerals that we need. So just like people are raving over sea moss, aloe is just the
Uh-huh.
just the same, giving you those nutrients that you need. But the
Gotcha.
beautiful
So
part about it is,
if
huh?
people do have feeding tubes and they
Mm-hmm.
have what you said is considered throat cancer, what
Correct.
does that what does that mean then? Should they get aloe to feed their in their feeding tube or what?
They could have, so you know how, yes, you can add it in there in the feeding tube. You know, you're feeding it in that box. I mean, in the bag, and it's going through. So it can be in there for something to be drunk or consumed.
Okay.
Hmm. Especially if you're able to make your own, add to it. Yes, and it's clear. It looks just like water.
Gotcha. Yeah, I do drink some aloe. Sorry,
I
you
was,
all.
I was told today that I should boil some lemon and cinnamon sticks, lemon limes and cinnamon sticks, and then drink it daily.
Be careful with the lemon and consuming it daily, because lemon is very acidic and it can mess up your teeth enamel. Chantel, I'm gonna try to send him a picture, a screenshot of the picture, so that he can post it up here. But it's called George's.
All right, the one and only is back.
Okay, Legacy is back. I'm going to go ahead and ask the question of the day. The question of the day is: your man or spouse buys you a $25 ring from Walmart and proposes to you. What are you doing?
And you want? I don't really um put a value on what somebody spends. For me, I'm a person. If my woman goes out, take her time, and she thinks about me, and she buy me some boxes, some t-shirts, some socks, I'm happy. I don't give a damn if she spent 10 for them or if she spent 60 for them. I'm happy. If she looks if she looks and finds a ring that she feel like, she this what she want to buy, and that's what she can do. I'm still just as happy because I don't give a damn about the ring. I give a damn about the woman.
Okay.
So at this point, you would accept the ring and go through with the accepting it.
Yes, yes. It's just the ring is
Most definitely.
material.
Right.
Okay,
Most
so
definitely.
I would. Oh, sorry.
I would definitely. Well, actually, that's what, like I was telling Tony earlier. That's what I did for my spouse. When I asked Tori to marry me, I bought a $25 ring from Walmart, and it was 27.37 with tax. Thank you very much. And Tori loved it, and it was like, okay, it was like I bought it. It was like I had bought a $77,000 ring. Was just as happy with that $25 ring, because it doesn't matter about the, like he was saying, it doesn't matter. It matters about, and then it was a good looking ring, so it didn't even look 25. It looked really good. It looked expensive actually.
What what's your
So
what's
But
your
but
what?
it's, wait, but go ahead. You're gonna go to Donovan.
Yeah, guys, Donovan, what's his take?
All right, so there are levels in this, okay, and I understand that you all are talking about it's the why more so than the how much. Okay, but if we base this off of level of class and prestige, I would accept it on the why it's happening. But if the level in the class and prestige is higher than that $27, I would have to say that value has to go up a little bit more because once again we're talking about prestige, we're talking about class and level. Okay, and so
Donovan, where would prestige kick in at of the person of your dreams? Yes, he or
kick
she
in
could be able
and
to.
let's
Hold
say for
on.
example,
I'm waiting.
I'll I'll specifically say um, okay. So for example, we were discussing a marriage of Beyonce and JC. If you're at that level, there's more required out of you.
How?
Okay,
How? Because I got more
it's
money? How?
the principle of the matter is
Who
when you
set the
have more.
principle? Who set the principle? That's not the principle. What the principle say is if you have more, you give more to those that need, not to those that are already wealthy with it. That's not
Okay,
what the principle says.
well, legacy really actually. I'll tell you, the Bible actually says, "Love your neighbor as thyself." Okay, all right. So
Uh,
if we go into principles, okay, you cannot love your neighbor if you do not love yourself.
and money
Okay,
doesn't make you love yourself. If
money.
I'm a multi-billionaire, me buying somebody a 32 carat ring doesn't show how much I love her when I treat her like shit.
So let me help you out. Okay, that's why it's required of you to give more than
Donovan,
the
read
just.
that Donovan.
Come
Keep talking.
oh.
Can you hear me? Oh,
Yes,
When I
Kamal
read that.
proposed
said
to my wife, the price of the ring was completely irrelevant. That's
okay,
Kamal Akbar said.
Hold on, Donald. Hold on. You go ahead
okay.
and read it, Juice, and then go back to
I already
Donovan.
read it. I already read it.
We didn't hear it.
hmm?
Oh,
Right.
I
when I
said.
pro-
So
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
go ahead. I thought you were talking, Don, about you and your spouse, Don Allen.
No, Kamal Akbar said when I proposed to my wife, the price of the ring was completely irrelevant.
okay, and
Exactly.
I once again, I understand the fact of the why and the how much. Okay, there are levels to these things though too, and sometimes when you get into those levels and the prestige and the class, the value of someone meaning a lot to you, you show your expression of appreciation by the more you give. Not saying that it always is like that, but I'm just saying the why and the how goes together depending on the
if the
class and the level
price
you are.
Donovan,
Kamal
hold on,
says
Don.
if the
Go ahead.
price of the ring is so important, maybe the relationship is still growing.
Exactly. Totally.
And
All
and
right.
and normally it is still growing.
Not if
Okay.
I'm asking you to marry me. That means that
What?
we've already evolved to a state to where I see you as my wife and you see me as your husband, and we're gonna go through with it. I'm pretty sure every woman would love a high price ring, but if that man or woman say to you, I would rather spend $1,000 on this ring and get you a $300,000 home. That ring wouldn't mean a damn thing.
And hopefully it doesn't. Okay. I'm just throwing this out there. Now to me personally, okay, I wouldn't know the how much it costs. I wouldn't know why. Well, I would know the why. I wouldn't know the how much. If I knew the how much, I was not focused on the why. Okay,
Yep.
so that means the
Let me
relationship is not a relationship. If I'm
It's a
focused on
it's
the
a
how
body
much,
shift.
let me
it's really is.
let me ask Chantel real quick. Hold on, guys. Let me ask Chantel in our viewer audience. Chantel, what would you do in this case? Your man comes home, buys you a $25 ring from Walmart, and proposes to you. What are you going to do? So while you type in your answer in the comment section, I want to go on over to Juicy Cakes. What's your response?
Um, The value of it doesn't matter to me. I'm not that type of person. I like crystals and rhinestones. I would hope that it's real gold or real silver, and not something plated. But the value of it, the cost is like the commitment and the loyalty of the relationship is what I'm gonna need. Now, I'm not going to deny if someone came to me with a $5,000, $10,000 rock, I'm gonna hold my hand with my other arm. With not a problem. But I'm gonna receive. I'm gonna accept what is given because it's love. Either way.
Because what if the situation is, let's say, just hypothetically speaking, let's say the person is at a level in their finances where they love you $1 million worth, but their pockets isn't $1 million,
So
and their
my
pockets is,
ex-husband, he proposed to me with a ring that the total carat weight was like a quarter carat, and that included my engagement and wedding ring. And it might have been like $199 at the PX. And that was the my ring, my engagement, his band, and my band all in one. He bought a package deal. And I was thankful. I was tickled. I wore it. I wore it with pride. I wore it with joy.
KK, hold
Yeah.
on, KK. To
The
that question,
cost
Tony,
wouldn't matter. I would be more focused on how I'm treated. Right.
and you know, I want to say this. I gotta say this. When I hear people say, and I've never been married. Um, just quite frequently in the last 2 years, I've considered that even being an option for me because I really looked at marriage and hated marriage because of how society does it and how it's handled and divorces and things of that nature. But when I look at people, some of the worst marriages, people have spent millions of dollars on rings trying to prove that they love someone because their prestige say I can afford to get it, but only had 55 cents worth of love and $300 worth of love in them for that individual. As soon as the hard times fell upon them and the relationship gets rough, the value of that ring that you spent all that money for don't hold a marriage together. So let's not put prestige and things into the thought of what love should be or what a marriage should be based off of what a ring should, because I can go get a goddamn tattoo around my damn pinky, around my finger of marriage
Hey,
and be
calm
just as
down with the
happy.
GD.
Donovan,
I love you, Legacy.
Donovan, I love you too. But God dang, I could go and get tattoo ring around my finger and still love the woman that I decide to marry if she wants to go through with that just as much. Because we have to stop putting values on material things. Because since Donovan want to say biblically, I could swear the big guy upstairs said, "Do not heap up treasures on the earth, because they're worthless." So why would someone go and throw all that money into a ring? Chantel say, I have lost two very expensive rings and it wasn't a good feeling. The ring is just a symbol and does not equate to love. Correct.
Yeah.
So if that person loves you and that person is willing to take the step to be the woman, to be the man, and initiate that, the value. Now let's be real. Now it's gonna have to be out of love, but you're gonna have to understand that the actions after giving the ring to you actually activates the value of the ring. Because the
Yeah.
people who are getting all these $1 million rings are not, most of them ain't getting $1 million love.
Yeah.
What?
And I see what you all are saying. Once again, I just brought a balance. I wasn't focused on the amount.
But I agree
I
with
even
you, Donovan, too. If
yeah.
if a
Let me
person has the ability to buy, and that is a token, that is an offering to say this is how much I value you, our relationship. And so if they're able, like you just said, by all means do so. Going to Walmart, I think we had a question on the show where the guy was buying expensive gifts for his wife, and then she turned around and get him stuff like a candy bar or something as a
Right.
gift, and it wasn't equaling up. If
Oh yeah.
that's not being materialistic, if she doesn't have to give more, but if she has means to give more and she just chooses to give what little bit she can,
Okay.
there's no
Hey, let me
value
ask you
there.
this. If they are married, hold on, if they are married, his money is her money should be his money. So if he can
And,
afford to go and buy her
in the real world,
expensive gifts, say
in
what,
the
Jay?
real world, in
Yeah,
the
some
Right.
real
people,
So
world, it works like that.
right? Some
Let's
people
In
get
the
right.
have.
world,
let's get Tiama's viewpoint. Y'all, everybody gave their views. Let's see what Tiama has to say.
I would prefer you not get me no ring at all and just propose. If your money is that tight, you need to take that to put towards whatever you got going.
Right. Take that towards the
Just
light
propose to
bill.
me with no ring.
But Tiama,
Propose to me with no ring and give me
come on,
what is
girl.
that thing?
Say that, girl. Say it.
Like what is that whatever the note is, the well you got me later on in life. Right now your finances
Oh,
not right. So
yeah.
when you get it up to par, then you come. Other than that, we could do a tattoo ring. Because either way it
But
goes,
Tony, let me ask you a question.
if it's
But
Let me,
a
cheap
let me,
enough, my
tattoo
finger
ring
gonna
costs
turn
more than
green.
25. A
Hey,
Jay,
tattoo
sis,
ring
let me
costs
ask
more
go
than
you.
on, say it, sis.
$25.
But
Go on, say it.
let me tell some on to that. Let me tell some on to that. Tell that was good. But what if the person who bought that $25 ring was really just testing the expression of the person that he or she was buying it for, and they got the money, but they just wanted to know if you would be willing to accept what they gave you. Now, what you said was cool. Just don't buy the ring and just propose. But most
Right.
people ain't gonna even want you to just propose because you ain't got a damn ring.
Yeah. So this is what I would say, legacy, just to add on to that, okay? And to the sister that said, this is what I would say, okay? If the ring is not valued, marriage valued, and is the commitment valued, and then will bills be paid? Cause see, we talking about a $27 ring, and is that the
And it's
marriage
fake.
itself, or are we having a
$27.
marriage
The ring
first?
is gonna be fake. Your hand is gonna be green.
There you go. We talking about health issues now too. You see
Look
the
up there
green
on
around
here.
her. If you
Let me
see
tell
the
you, his
green,
feelings will be hurt because I'd be like, baby, we're not biking a sandbox, but thank you. And let me tell you, every year I show him that ring that I still have it in my jewelry box, but I'm not gonna wear it like every day,
But
like
you,
flossing a
but
fake
you,
ring.
but you're not gonna deny him the opportunity to marry. You said that you would. It would be better for him to just propose, and you would accept the proposal and give you a marriage note later.
Yeah, on the
yeah,
bike
save up.
end.
Yeah.
Because, honey, first of all, you shouldn't be trying to marry someone if you're not financially
It's
situated.
stable. Go on, girl. Go on.
No, not all the time. That's not true. That's not
That
all the
is
time true.
true. Financially stable.
No,
You got to be
no,
financially stable.
not all the time. Not all the time.
Let me
Get
Not
him,
all
tell
the
you,
time.
Sally.
let's be crystal
You
clear.
don't know. You don't know that person's fact. You don't know that person's relationship.
Get
Let
him,
me
So you can't
let
Sally.
me tell
dictate.
you, listen,
You
y'all
can't
sitting there going
dictate
by all this shit.
when a person
Love only
can do
take you
what they
so
can do.
far. In the real world, that love will have your ass stranded on a bus,
Not true.
at a
Not
bus
true, my
stop
dear.
and homeless.
Not true,
Say
my
that
dear.
again,
Not
sis.
true, my dear.
Listen,
Say that
No,
again, sis,
that's
listen.
y'all
please.
Only
bourgeois,
a fool will
bougie
jump
ass
in a
people.
marriage knowing
No, that's
we
y'all
both
bougie,
messed up
bourgeois,
That
bougie
and
ass
that
ain't
is
people.
nothing
not
together.
wise. That is not wise to
That's
get
not
married
Okay,
wise.
Donovan, why is it not wise, Donovan? Since you know everything, why is it not wise?
All right,
Because
because
you sound like
with
Mr.
I
Know It
said
All.
it. Donovan
Since
didn't
you
say
know it,
it
since you know it all, Mr. Donovan, why is that not wise?
okay,
because I
so
don't want to be
I'll
homeless.
put I will put
I'm
this
not homeless,
disclaimer
I
out.
don't want to
and
be
I wasn't in the
hungry.
best financial situation, and
I
I
don't
got
want to
married,
be having
and I
to
am the
borrow
happiest that
money.
I've ever been, darling. And
I
I've been
don't want
married
to
going
have
on
to
7
I
be
years.
in
haven't said it.
no
You
car,
still call
no.
they
When you're not
they still calling
financially
my
stable, you're financially on
they're-
some straight bullshit. And you
No,
shouldn't
that's
pull
not true
nobody
all the
else
time.
into
That's
your
not true all the
bullshit.
time. That's
And
not
one
true
thing
all the
Donovan.
about it,
time.
you cannot say you're the man of the house if you ain't got that house.
Te
Hey
amo.
guys,
That's not true all the
Hey,
time.
can I
Because
comment real quick?
I already had the house
Listen,
before the
guys,
relationship.
we're
D-Lo.
talking. We're
but let
talking
me
over.
tell
Te
you,
amo.
you're right. Because
Te
for
amo.
everybody, there's someone with different standards. But for my
There is.
standards, you got to come with it or don't come at all.
Hello,
That's because
Okay,
you
hello,
good.
Tony got. Let's hold on, y'all. Tony got it.
Mm-mm.
hello.
Go ahead.
We're just going to agree to disagree because I have another question. So let's move on to the next question because we always going to battle. Y'all was about to lock breath on that one. So we're going to move on.
Good.
But before I
I'm
move
in the
on,
chat.
before I move on, Chantel was asking a question about the aloe, and Juicy had found it, and this is the one that Juicy had found. Chantel,
Yeah, that's the one that I've been using for the last about 15 years.
that's the same one I have.
That's the one I love.
So there you have it, Chantel. So that's the one that Juicy's recommending, the aloe water.
And that's the one my kids use as well.
Okay. Now the next question. Whew.
I'm all in the chat like, yes, done it.
Next question is: would you rather have 5 minutes and only 5 positions of hot sex, or have 10 minutes of one sex position?
Is it hot too?
Now, Tony, that's a dumb question.
Yeah, I want 10 minutes.
Give me 10 minutes in one position.
Hey, hey, are we talking about married people or unmarried people?
Donovan, you know goddamn well when you talking about no married people, Donovan.
However you want to decipher it, Dr. Donovan.
Let me tell you, both are going to be hot and burning if it's not if it's not married people, both of it's going to be hot and burning.
Oh, dear Lord.
That Donovan always got something for me. Donovan got
I'm just
something for me.
saying, man,
So
y'all
Juicy,
gonna be hot and
you
burning.
want 5 minutes or 10 minutes?
I said, give me 10. I need time.
Y'all better have some good times no matter what.
Trick me. Give me the 5 minutes.
I'm
Y'all
for
missing
quality.
match.
So you want 5 minutes and 5 positions?
Heck yeah. Of hot
1 minute.
sex. The key word here is hot sex. 10 minutes of one position.
But it's still gonna be hot.
As a married man, I would take
10 minutes or 5 minutes.
Huh?
Legacy, you want the 10 minutes or the 5 minutes?
I'm gonna definitely need the 10.
10 minutes of straight.
he's got to get an exercise in on it.
Hold on, Donovan. What you say, Tony?
I said, because you want 10 minutes because you know it'll take an hour before you get your first one.
Just don't know why. But listen, the thing about the question is that it says, what would you rather have 5 minutes and 5 positions of hot, lustful, dripping wet, body slapping, deep penetrating sex, and then you go to
Oh wow.
That's what that say. Or
Wait a
just
minute,
10 minutes.
that's what you got out of that.
Yo, that's what that say. It
I
says
Wow.
got all of that for 10 minutes though.
Right.
no. This is what I'm finna get. That's why I was asking Tony Juicy, because he doesn't elaborate on it. He says 5 minutes and 5 positions of hot sex, or have just 10 minutes of one position. He didn't say it was hot. He didn't say it was cold. He just said 10 minutes in missionary.
But
Just
it's
get it.
gotta be. Well, it ain't gotta be missionary.
Hey, he's saying you gonna be
He
running
ain't say
tracks and
missionary.
tracks.
He said
Hey,
one position.
you gonna
There
get
you
your
go.
Okay.
three. You gonna get your 5K in, and you
See what
gonna
I'm
turn
saying?
around
Yeah.
and get a
I need
400 in.
10 minutes of hot sex. Yeah, it gotta say that
Right.
because the 10 minutes look like it's just bland.
It's what you make it.
Hey,
Life is
and
what
let's.
you make
I'm
it.
sorry, he didn't give you enough description in that 10 to take that 10.
Oh,
Yeah,
hey, take
exactly.
the.
See?
Look,
Hey, take
Done
the
that,
5 minute.
he gave me
Take the
10
Wow.
minutes
five.
to go for it.
It is not quantity, it's quality. So
Amen.
I'm gonna go with that 5. That 5 look like it's gonna be hitting us.
Well,
He gave that gives me 10 minutes. A girl,
now
do
that I
your
now that
thing.
now that I but you know
Hold on, y'all.
what?
I ain't gonna have
But
a minute.
you know what I can say? Um, I've had that good 5 minutes of so yeah, that 5 minutes, yeah, because you could do a lot of things in 5 minutes.
No, you're
Hey,
only doing five
that's a
positions.
hit.
Only 5 minutes, so it means 1 minute in each position.
That's a
Oh
hit
yeah,
and quit, y'all.
you could do some things.
It's a hit it
No
and
doubt
quit it.
about
Let me tell you, I can make Mount Everest. What is you talking about in 5 good minutes? Give
it.
me 5 good minutes,
That,
and Tony, I will
that,
change your life forever.
Donovan, what's your verdict?
Hey, I'm gonna say if you gonna have hot sex, get your 5 minutes in, okay? Because let me tell you, you got you. Hey, like the old
it
song,
take five
like the
minutes for me to even
hold
start.
hold up. It takes you 30 sec. It take you 30 seconds to think on what positions you gonna have, okay? And then you're gonna be singing, Jackie, that let me lick you up and down till you say stop. Let
Oh
me
my
move, baby,
God.
baby.
I cannot stand when the DJ do short songs like that. I just like play the whole song.
Yeah.
Cause
And
I
then
need,
y'all can sing, let's tonight, baby. I wanna get freaky with you.
Now,
Okay.
my last question before I get into the topic.
hold
My
on,
last
Tony, hold on 1 second. To the audience, Kamal, Miss Chantel, which one would you prefer? Because see, I noticed that Kamal ain't commented and Chantel ain't commented since you brought this topic up. So let's see what those in the audience have to say. I want to know. I want to know.
So while they're typing their answer, I'm going to go ahead and give my answer. I would rather have the 5 minutes of hot sex in 5 different positions. 'Cause I figure after the 5 minutes, you can sit back and talk about the 5 positions you tried, even if some of the positions were difficult or whatever or strenuous.
Well, and the 5 minutes, them 5 minutes while you resting, I'm still stroking. I'm talking to her now. You taking this dick, baby. You taking this dick. You taking it.
Oh my
You just
goodness.
hold on.
Oh my
Just
goodness.
take you. Just breathe deep. Just breathe deep. I'm gonna talk. I got 5 more minutes to talk and stroke. So it's gonna be
I
hot,
know
deep,
that's right.
and wet.
I know that's right. Yes, sir.
So you gonna get you a break and start watching TV. I'm gonna still be stroking.
I'm still be stroking. I know that shit right. I know that shit is A1
So
right.
you
Yes, sir.
said 5 minutes.
Yeah, but I'm gonna keep stroking shit. I done did the 5 minutes, but I'm gonna keep doing something else too. Shit. I ain't no minute man, nigga.
But you know what I'm saying? You said 5 minutes. Now you ain't. Now,
Okay, I done did it. No, I done did the 5 minutes. Now I'm gonna do something else. That's what I just told you.
can you do something else? So you only have 5 minutes.
Okay, I
Hey,
done did the 5 minutes. You're not getting it. I'm adding my own thing to it. I done did the
she
five
said,
minutes. Now I'm gonna do
hey,
something else.
She said you had to go because she had someone else coming over after your party.
Oh!
Well,
So no, you can't get any more time in. She had something
well,
to do after 5 minutes.
that's not gonna happen because first of all, I'm married, and second of all, it's not a cheese to eat. But that's not gonna happen because I have my own spouse. So that's definitely not gonna happen. Ain't nobody coming to my house because I kill both of them.
Okay.
That'll never. Yeah, they'll both die.
Chantel, come on. What are y'all saying? The cat got your tongue.
See, and that's the thing. In them 10 minutes, I'm biting on that tongue, on them bottom lips, and I'm still stroking. Pinching
Still
nipples.
stroking.
Yeah.
I'm not done yet. I'm not done yet. Not done yet.
I'll let you know when I'm ready.
When I'm ready to finish, yes, sir.
Legacy.
Oh my god.
I've been agreeing with Legacy all night. That must mean the apocalypse is coming. I've been agreeing with Legacy all night long, and I ain't never agreed with Legacy all night long.
What,
Mr. Legacy, you are nasty and tasty.
The poor husband is coming in 2 days. Good God Almighty.
You're nasty and tasty. Just nasty.
So, let me ask this question with that, right? Before those 10 minutes start, could foreplay take place? Because you can't really just get this, none of that.
No. You just go right into that one position.
That one position. So I know her feet gonna be in my chest then. I'm gonna have her ass off the edge of the bed, close right there. So I can
All
push
right.
down on the back of the
Tony, you got another question, boss?
Yeah, it's gonna be long.
That's too much information.
For real, I'm just like,
But I'm nasty too, so I like that type. I like that type of nasty too. That's
And again,
good.
that's too much information.
That's all right with me, sir. I like that type of stuff.
Next question.
Make a move.
Kamal and Chantel got scared and didn't answer. Whether they want 5 minutes or 10 minutes. The next question, I don't have it written down, but I have it in my mind. The next question is, would you rather have a mate that drinks wine all day or that whines all day?
Drink wine.
Oh, drink wine.
I go with wine all day because what you gonna do with a drunk?
When you come in home, why you do that? What's that for?
Okay. No, just give me the person to drink.
Just whining all day.
I'm gonna have to.
I don't know. Wine do wine make you drunk?
Yeah.
Fast too.
Not me. I could drink a whole box of wine and I'm good. Maybe I just can hold my liquor better than some people.
Because there ain't no bottle of wine that's bigger than 24 ounces. I mean, it ain't that big. So
But when you say drink, he say drink wine all day. All day meaning this person got to go re-up on that bottle when that bottle is done.
That's why you buy a box. That's why you buy a box. A box of wine lasts you all day.
I just don't like
I'm dead flatline.
I can't stand that whining. That would hurt my nerves.
I make sure I get my
cannot
box
hear nobody
every other
sitting
week.
there whining to me. Oh yeah, I'll have to deal with the wino, and he'll eventually go to sleep.
Right.
But Tony, that's a good one, Juicy. But when you people indulge in drinking wine, there are people that drink wine that don't get sloppy, drunk and stuff like that. They're sociable wine drinkers. So are you talking about that type of enjoying wine, or are you talking about just going to buy this cheap ass wine out the store and just guzzling it because you trying to make your your life miseries go away?
Well, the housewives of Atlanta sit around all day and be drinking wine.
Then people can drink like that. People can drink like that and be good people. But once that person that's whining, like you say, what you doing? Where you at? Why you not here?
Legacy, you can always put something in their mouth to shut that shit up.
You say what?
You can always put something in that mouth to shut that shit up. So I would prefer Then the person gonna have liver problems.
So hold
Kamal
on.
Akbar said legacy. I did respond because I didn't respond because I'm behind. I want that good 5 minutes. I have been with someone that I wish hurried up, and someone may say same of me. So I want that. I want that good five.
Yes.
Still
Cause
waiting
that
here
10 ain't telling you what it's hitting on.
still waiting to hear from Chantel. Chantel, do tell. And any other viewers out there, let us know. You want the 5 minutes? That was the
Please
question.
don't.
Oh my goodness.
So anybody out there want to answer the question, just comment below. Would you rather have 5 minutes and 5 positions of hot sex, or only 10 minutes of one position of hot sex?
That 5 minutes gonna only get you about 137 strokes.
Well, hey, the song says I got 5 on it.
Oh man.
Donovan is a whole fool.
Yeah, Donovan hides
Tell
some
you.
secrets for us on.
Shut up.
Yeah, he is a whole.
Donovan hides some secrets.
Oh my goodness.
Again, I just want to tell everybody, just make sure you go back and watch this video. This is the 14-minute video I was telling you about earlier. That's the thumbnail you're looking for. It looks like this, and it says results from my doctor's office. So that's the video you're looking for. It's 14 minutes. Watch that video. Comment below on the video. Let me know what your viewpoints are. I appreciate it so much.
I was there.
Yes, you was on the live with me.
Mm-hmm.
So listen, I got a video here I want to show you guys on tonight's topic. The main and only topic was Beyonce's outside siblings feel neglected by her. As you all know, Matthew Knows, I'm going to show you the video also. Matthew Knows, which is Beyonce's father, he had outside children from two different women. And as a result, he has 2 kids that are biologically Solange and Beyonce's brother and sister. So there's the sister there, and there's the brother there with Matthew Knows and his mother. So anyway, I'm going to show you this video, and then we're going to talk about it.
Is Beyonce ignoring her half-siblings? Well, apparently one of her half-siblings, Nixon Knowles, feels like she is, and he oftentimes cries to his mother and asks, why doesn't Beyonce love me? Allegedly. This is all according to The Sun. I want to get into this whole story about Beyonce and the relationship, or the lack of relationship she has with her half-siblings. I want to give a backstory first. Beyonce's father, Matthew Knowles, cheated on her mother, Tina, when they were married, and he was rumored to have multiple affairs with different women, but 2 of those women ended up having his baby. Now, one of the women was a former stripper and dancer named Takoya Branscombe. Reports said that she was friends with Solange, but Solange did come out and deny it. But either way, she ended up having a child with Matthew, and they had a daughter named Coy Knowles. Takoya said while she was having an affair with Matthew, he treated her like she was the love of his life. But after she gave birth to their daughter, she said that he didn't want anything to do with the child.
When you told Matthew Knowles that you were pregnant with his child, how did he react? Very much. Well, you can't get pregnant by me. It can't be my child. Can't deny it once DNA test comes out 99.9% that you are the father.
All single ladies.
So Takoya actually had to go to court with Matthew to prove that he was the father, and she was ordering him to pay child support. And it was kind of a messy situation because Matthew not only had to go through this with Takoya, but he also went through this with another one of his former side chicks named Alexandra Wright. Matthew and Alexandra had a 2-year affair that resulted in them having a son together named Nixon Knowles. Alexandra told The Sun that she was working for PR in Microsoft, and that's when she met Matthew. They were doing an entertainment deal for Beyonce, and then Matthew insisted that that she worked more closely with him. And she said he had a lot of bravado. He was very persistent. He said, I'm going to stay until Seattle until you have a drink with me. And he stayed for 2 or 3 weeks until I finally said fine. She added, I was not conflicted about the situation because his marriage was not a functioning marriage. I don't think he told his family about me. It was a complex situation and the family structure had been fractured for a long time. I would say I was in love, but in hindsight, we both were workaholics and we became codependent. Now, things took a shift when Alexandra got pregnant. She said that she got pregnant in 2009, and this was around the time when he was being audited, and Beyonce was kind of discovering that her father was kind of mishandling her funds, which is the reason why she let him go as her manager. But also it was rumored that she let him go because she probably learned about his extramarital affairs, and she wasn't having that. She wasn't with him cheating on her mother, Tina, allegedly. But yeah, that's what happened. And Alexandra said that once Matthew realized that he was losing his position as Beyonce's manager, things started to change in their relationship. And she said at one point they had joint credit cards and bank accounts and everything. They even rented 2 beach houses. But when the money started to dry up, that's when he cut her off financially, and she ended up leaving the relationship. At least this is what she told The Sun. After doing that, she served him with legal papers that forced him to take a DNA test to prove that he was the father of their son, Nixon. And she said she ended up spending $250,000 in legal fees going to court over this. So she was in the hole, and at one point, she barely had a roof over her head. If she didn't get assistance, she would have been homeless.
A homeless support group arranged for the trailer so Alexandra wouldn't be out on the street after she was forced to go on public assistance.
I'm in the middle of the fight for my son's rights. I got over 1,000 death threats last week alone.
For what?
Because this article said that I blame Beyonce, which again, let me say for the record, it's not her fault. I've never blamed her. I want the best for her. Everyone's in pain.
Now, Alexandra has come out once again. She did an interview with The Sun, and she actually gave an update of how her son Nixon is doing. Unfortunately, Matthew Knowles is still not involved in Nixon's life, according to her. And now that Nixon is older, she said that he's wondering why his superstar older half-sister, Beyonce, doesn't talk to him. He lives 10 miles away from Beyonce's mansion. And Alexandra told The Sun that he would oftentimes ask, why doesn't that person love me? So he could be questioning why doesn't his father love him, or why doesn't his half-siblings love him? I mean, Beyonce and Solange are his older half-siblings, and he wonders why there is no contact, allegedly. So the whole situation just seems kind of sad. I feel bad for the child, but not for the mother. I think the mother could have kept this interview. I don't see the purpose of her going to The Sun to give an update on how strained Nixon's relationship is with his father and his older sisters. I think it puts more negative attention on him, and I don't know if she really considers that when she does interviews like this, or maybe she knows but doesn't care. But I think Alexandra needs to stop talking to the press, because she's not going to get Matthew's attention, and she's definitely not going to get Beyonce's attention as much as she tries. She had a whole affair with a married man, slept with him, and helped break up the family home. Even though she's not the full blame, Matthew really takes most of the blame, because he was carrying on with several different affairs, and to hear that he allegedly doesn't have much involvement in some of his children's lives is deadbeat behavior to me. I don't care if he pays child support, but yeah, he definitely takes the blame for breaking up his family, but also Alexandra played some part in it, and now she has to deal with the consequences of that. Now she has to deal with her son not being embraced by the family. Her actions played a part in that, so I think running to the press to get an interview and gain sympathy is just pointless. Beyonce does not have to have a relationship with her younger half-siblings. And it sounds harsh, but it is what it is. I can imagine that maybe seeing those half-siblings reminds Beyonce of her father's infidelity towards her mother. Children are innocent, but unfortunately, a lot of times children have to deal with the sins of their parents. They have to face the consequences of what their parents did. And it's unfair, but it's what happens, which is why some adults need to learn how to make better decisions. Stop cheating on your spouses and stop sleeping with married people. This situation almost reminds me of the Jackson family situation. I don't know if y'all remember, years ago a story came out where Joe Jackson's love child, Genevieve Jackson, came out, and she was kind of talking about being ostracized by the Jackson family. And it's unfortunate because she really wasn't at fault, but she had to bear the sins of her mother and father. Joe cheated on his wife and had an affair with another woman that resulted in him producing an outside child, and the Jacksons didn't want anything to do with the outside child. I think the only person Genevieve said reached out to her was the oldest sister, Rebbie Jackson, but everybody else was like, get somebody else to do it. And she talked about a moment where she did actually meet Janet, but Janet was very turned off by her, and this is what happened.
Well, I was so excited to meet Janet. We met up at Reeby's house and we were having, pretty good conversation until I said, Daddy. And she got upset. But the reason that she got upset was because he did not allow them to call him Daddy.
Oh. What they call him?
Joseph.
Joseph. Oh.
And you know what? This just goes to show that, you really cannot determine what's going to bother a person deeply and what they hang on to.
So just think about it. The Jacksons not only felt the pain and the betrayal of their father's infidelity towards their mother, but they also felt the hurt that their father wouldn't even allow them to call him daddy, but he allowed the outside child to call him daddy. So it almost seemed as if the outside child, Jonathan, got more love than they did. So that's a lot of hurt. That's a lot of pain. And I can understand why they didn't want to fool with their half sister. And it's unfortunate for Genevieve because she had to deal with that rejection. But this comes to show that when parents make poor decisions, their children will always be affected by it. But that was a little detour from the original topic. I don't think Beyonce or Solange is at fault if they don't want to meet their half younger siblings. I don't think they're obligated to. I think maybe their half siblings reminds them of the hurt that their mother went through. So they're definitely going to be hesitant to even reach out to them. But who knows? Maybe things will change in the future.
Let's talk about it. I guess the show's over. Nobody has anything to say.
I couldn't hear any of it, so I don't know what to say other than what I did watch. There were some beautiful people.
So
1, 2, 3, 4. Yes.
I feel I wouldn't want nothing to do with now one of the mothers because all of them played a part in trying to get some of her money. It was a whole gold digging experience, and they thought that they could latch on to her success by their pussy
It's trash,
and
but you want to take it with me. We have spoons at
They was
home.
reaching for food
We're going
gold. They got a
home.
handful of
You said
nothing.
it's dinner. Do you have it as dessert after
can you
dinner?
mute someone in the background?
She
Who,
muted.
me?
No,
Because, honey,
take
there's
Andy mute.
1,000 people at my house.
So do you think Beyonce or Solange should reach out to them or embrace them?
No. That ain't their job.
So,
and the one girl befriended Solange just to do that grimy shit. Man, fuck you and your child.
That was a lie. Solange cleared it up and said she never knew her.
But that's
But then why? But why? But why she was
because they got a picture together.
right? So she can't deny that. That's a bunch of bullshit. They have a whole picture together.
Exactly.
Like I said, you wanted that baby, and my daddy wanted that baby. They had nothing to do with me and my sister. Don't be trying to latch on us for a hope and a dream.
That's not why them people did. They were kids, man.
So you mean to tell me they slipped and they on the dick? No.
We're not talking about the adults. The question is not about the parent. The question is about the kids.
Kids don't know. They would have never known who their sister was. It is that mom
That's the wrong thing to do.
like that.
Yes, the mom. Yes, I totally agree with you, sis. That the mom knew that this is who he was. Hold on, Tony. Let me read. Kamal say. Hold on, Sayama. Kamal says, with respect of the word for the honorable Mr. Phelps, I want that. Oh, that's old.
But I couldn't bring it up because the video was playing.
Okay, 5 minutes with that woman that said I do 32 years ago with that ring trio that cost $199, which broke the 20-year-old college student. I agree with you on that, Kamal. But
I got married at 20. I was in college. He was a private in the military. This still going on.
I'm glad
when men love to play and have all them kids, it's crazy.
Listen. This uncle, you right. Let me just address this. The whole purpose of this video was about two innocent kids who got trapped up in the middle of three people, Matthew Knowles and two outside women. We have to stop putting, because your dad decided to cheat on your mama Beyonce and Solange. Yes, you may carry a hurt behind that, but direct your hurt to the person that caused the
And they
fire.
been directed to, right,
Don't take your pain out on
on the
two
kid.
kids that has
Yeah.
the same DNA as you, that later
Mhm.
on in life, can, if you do not, and they don't know, you never knew them. Let's say one of them little boys went and fuck, let's say the little boy fucked Blue Ivy. Not because you don't, cause she like him, and that's how God made it to where them two gonna meet and they gonna find each other in the midst. And all of a sudden now your brother sleeping with your daughter. But you neglected him for 18 years, didn't even want to speak to him, didn't even want to talk to him, all because you harboring pain in your chest because your mama didn't suck enough dick. Boom.
Oh my goodness, Legacy.
Let me
No, but
tell you,
legacy.
People
You
none of
know
the
what?
need
Like
to
baby
I said,
stop
mamas,
like I
sleeping
I
with
would agree
married
with you,
men.
but
If
each
they
one of the
got a
baby mamas
family,
is broke as fuck.
I'm
Beyonce
reading
and
what Kia
Solange got more
says.
to lose. They kid be at their house. Next thing you know, oh, my child was hurt there. You got a whole lawsuit. Them hoes had them babies
Ki-
for the money. No, I'm not dealing with
Kia,
y'all on no level.
Kia
but that ain't got nothing to
says
do with the
people.
kids, Tayama.
Kia
Tell
says
you,
people
them
need to
kids could
stop
be the root
sleeping
to
with
her
married
money.
men.
Leave it all
If they
alone,
got a
girl.
family, leave
People,
them alone. Did
So
y'all hear what Kia said?
I,
Cause
I saw that.
it ain't like Solange or Beyonce are bringing any harm. They don't even talk about these kids. It is these raggedy ass mamas that keep bringing up these girls' name.
Yeah.
listen,
So
Now,
Tay.
if them kids
I will.
reached out to me when they were grown, yes. But for me to deal with them kids, I got to deal with them same grimy
But Tayama,
assholes.
what cost
No,
is it gonna cost? You ain't gotta give them no money. All they want to do is be able to call their sisters and talk to them. You ain't never gotta go pick them
let
up.
me tell you, legacy ain't nowhere in hell. That's like you sitting there saying, "Oh, let me call a sister." You kids don't look for something they never even met.
If they, yes, they do
Kids
know who
don't.
their sister is.
Child, let me tell you, it is
The
that
whole
poison that
world know who
mom
the
is
hell
putting in them.
Beyonce is. The
Listen,
whole
the
world know
whole
who
world know
Beyonce
who
is.
Beyonce is, but it is the mothers that is putting that in that
It's
child
her.
head.
Let me tell
From
you.
birth, that little boy didn't say, "Oh, I'm related to Beyonce. Let me meet
Tayama, hey
Beyonce."
Tony, let me say this
That
to
is their
y'all.
mother
As
doing
a
that.
man, right? As a man, I got kids, right? I got
Yeah,
kids from different. Hold on, I got kids from different women. If me as a man don't introduce my children to each other, and I do not try to get them to have a relationship together, and they do not like each other, I failed my children. You have
That's
people out
right.
here who have
That's
relationships.
right.
Hold on, hold on. You have people out here who have kids scattered abroad in the same damn city, and they don't even know their brothers and sisters.
Yeah.
It's the woman, it's the mother who has the outside child and the
Kia,
father's responsibility to unite them. It's not the mother that got cheated on responsibility to do it, but the father has to have these kids come together and know each other.
but
Yes,
you're
the
saying
Kia
whole world,
kids.
says,
Beyonce them was grown legacy. They
they're
don't need
still
to go
their
to play
brothers and
chicken with these
sisters.
damn kids.
They're
Kia
still their
says,
brother and sister. Go ahead, Kate.
it's off now. Y'all don't want to hear what the view got to say. Legacy,
Go-
you're a man. If you go out there and play, you will not want your wife to know.
This is not what we're talking about, Kill.
All right.
We
Can I
talking about the
comment?
kid.
Go ahead, Donovan.
I would like to comment if y'all can give me a couple minutes. Okay.
You got it.
All right. Thank you. I'm about to start that I yield thing so we can all be in sync. All right. So I do see both sides. Okay. I'm saddened that the kids are being abandoned by these relationships, but I also see that kids are trained to do what the parents are putting in their mind. Okay. I can understand if a child is older and older and older and wants to know some things and are asking questions, but I believe it's the parents' responsibilities and the mother's responsibility, mothers and fathers' responsibility to make sure that the kids are well taken care of and their well-being is being taken care of, which is the nurturing side of the child and also the family side of the child. When a child starts questioning who their family is, that's the moment to make amends the right
Exactly.
way. The right
Exactly.
way. Unfortunately,
But
it wasn't done the right way at the start, so you get treatment the way it was done. And unfortunately, we are all not in the shoes of these people, okay, to actually see what the treatment should be. Now, I will say this, okay, at the class and at the status. We're going back to class and status. I don't know everything, but I'm going to go back to class and status now, okay? At the class and status that Beyonce and Solange is at. Well, first of all, we don't know everything that's going on in Beyonce's life, but I do know this, okay? To protect her assets and to protect everything that's going on with her family right now, there's some things she can't do and she's advised not to do. So when you're at a different class and when you're at a different status and at a different level, there's some things you cannot touch on or involve yourself in. And that's why you have certain people that goes out the way to protect your assets, protect your investments, protect your well-being too. As the status that she's at, she
me
has to
meeting my
protect
me meeting my brothers
her
and
status.
sisters has nothing to do with protection because that has
And
nothing to do with money.
I'll say this. If the father, as you mentioned, Legacy, if the father didn't bring all of his children together, that's the father's responsibility
It
to bring
is.
all of his children
Exactly.
together. Okay?
That's why I
The
said it.
children get to decide whether they want a relationship or not. That's not on the children. That's the blood is on the parents' hands then,
Mm-hmm.
not the
Mm-hmm.
children. The
Mm-hmm.
children didn't fail because they didn't have they didn't have a
A choice.
adulterous act in the matter. They didn't have a choice. So I can't say the blood is on Beyonce's hands. Okay,
But let me
the
say
blood
this,
is not
Donovan. Let me
on
ask
their
you this.
hands.
Let me ask you
Yes.
this, Donovan. With that statement you said, right? The blood is not on their
Why would you
hand
want your kids to meet your other kids? Now you start a lot of problems. Listen to
because
Mary J.
what I don't want is my children later on sleeping with one another.
There you go.
But let me
Because
tell
it does
you,
happen. It does
y'all looking
happen.
over the biggest part. Y'all so worried about why Beyonce haven't met them. Why Matthew Knowles ain't in their damn life? He the one that made them.
But
And I
that's
agree.
sis. But that's
The
why I made the
storyline
statement.
always go for Beyonce, but they're not
Sis,
going after Matthew Knowles. The
but
fact
sis,
that
this
you
is why
pulling
I
them
made
from
this.
the
That's
lineup
why.
legacy
That's
is
why I
the
said the
problem.
statement that it's
The
the
statement of
father.
the father's responsibility.
Listen,
Right.
He
listen,
failed.
you're saying it's the father's responsibility to get his kids together to meet one another. The father ain't even trying to see them.
Okay.
I mean, we
But
understand that.
We
listen.
understand that.
Listen. Tell me, like this is the number one thing y'all gotta realize. Every time this lady go to the news, the son's mom. Now, mind you, the first daughter mom, when she sued Matthew Knowles, she even had Beyonce in that lawsuit.
But nothing could happen to Beyonce.
So literally, you came after my bag based on you was previous one of the girls that used to work up under my umbrella. But you decided to have sex with my dad, but being that he was my manager and you trying to say he persuaded you or whatever, you came after my bag. Okay, that's one shot. Okay, you coming for my money. But each time this lady go on an interview, she's so focused on the ones that she know that got the money because Matthew Knowles ain't got the money. So
Sis,
it's
I agree with you.
my bag.
Sis, I agree with you with that. I agree with you. But at the end of the day, the reason that Beyonce be attached to this stuff is because, like Donovan say, is her prestige and status. Has nothing to do with her money so much. Is if I could attach her face to anything, the public eye would get an opportunity to see and to become judgmental to the situation.
Oh yeah.
It's not so much about they want to come after the money. They want to talk about Matthew and that he's a piece of shit, but just to bring him up won't bring enough attention. I have to attach Beyonce and Solange to it so that the media can grab hold to him then, and now we can talk about him. That's all that point is
still
about.
won't grab hold to him. It still aims at me. Case in point, my bag is caught up in y'all bullshit. It takes my name to get you a bag. Like, it made no sense for her to do a follow-up. You sitting all on the curb like a lost soul talking about you about to lose your shit. I wish the fuck I would lose anything because
let me
enticing
show
life.
y'all something. Tony, remember when we went to season 2, right before I caught COVID? We did an interview with my brother that I never had met before in my life.
Mm-hmm.
That was the first show that I was on.
Yeah. My biological father has 40-something kids. And out of the 40-something kids, I've only met at least 6 or 7.
So how many of your sisters have you Pokemon?
Listen, if I let's say no, never. But guess what? I can't truthfully say unless they didn't live in. I mean, if they lived in Valdosta, Georgia, it would easily say be a chance because we grew up in a small town. But most of his kids, the bulk of his kids, live in Ohio. But let's just say I went to Ohio, or when I was in Job Corps, that some girls that I dated and talked to and played with in Job Corps. Let's say later on in life I find out these my sisters. It's the responsibility of the father who made the outside kids to bring those kids around so that they can meet and greet with their brothers and sisters from other women. Most people don't do that. And that's when you find out people have children with mental problems and other little issues because they're sleeping with the same DNA chromosome.
Oh yeah.
So this should be the whole purpose and premise of why they had to meet, why they should have had a relationship, or not even say so much as Beyonce wasn't ain't one of the kids 16.
The little boy is 16 and the girl is, I think, 9.
Okay, so you can easily say, you know what? Damn my daddy's fault. Damn my daddy's mistake. At the end of the day, I'm a grown woman. I'm a grown man. I'm not gonna let infidelity stop me. Kate,
It's too bad, baby. But I gotta face reality. It's too bad. Child, she doing the Mary J. Blige. So
Cause I'm like, she did what? Huh? Let me sing it then. It's
reality today.
I was about to blow.
Yeah. But let me tell you, I believe in Beyonce, like how Beyonce them gonna do it. They're gonna wait till each one of these kids are of age. Because right now it is a puppet master, and these mothers are puppet masters. Do you know this? Listen, he got 3 daughters. Let's be clear. He got 3 daughters. If you look, one of his daughters been to the basketball game with Jay-Z and Blue. So she got a sibling that is outside the marriage that she deal with. That's why I say a lot of this shit is smoke and mirrors. Like them kids, Beyonce, y'all don't be crazy. Yeah, your son-in-law is telling you they gonna take your bag some kind of way. Stay away.
I think
Go Tony.
While they're minors, I think they're choosing not to deal with them because of the fact that while they're minors, they would have to go through those parents who caused the hurt.
Mm-hmm.
So to not deal with those parents causes me to not deal with those children. Once those children become of age, now I, as an adult, Beyonce and Shalon, I can deal directly with the child, the other sibling, because at that point they would be of age, they've been adult. I don't have to go through that woman who slept with my father.
Oh yeah. And
I mean,
can I add on? Can I add
go ahead,
on?
D.
I've been quiet, patiently waiting.
You haven't been
So
quiet though. You haven't been quiet.
I've been listening, active
Okay.
listening lately. Okay. So I'll agree with you. I haven't been quiet. I reserved. I yielded. All right.
Go
So
ahead, D.
I would definitely agree with what Tony is saying. I also believe once again we're going to come back to status. Okay, and we're going to come back with class, and we're going to come back with access. Okay. They haven't had any access. It sounds like it to Beyonce and Jay Z and that family setting, okay, at all, because it just takes too much to get access to them, okay? And unfortunately, if you're trying to get access through drama, you're already out the door because now we see you as a liability and as a risk to what we got going on already. And so it's the least of their concerns. Because how many people have came up to Beyonce and Jay-Z and probably said, I'm doing things. You couldn't even get to Jay-Z or Beyonce because you're already so far from the discovery of being family. So I'll say this, that it's really up to those parents. And unfortunately, the family structure in the Black community, we got to start working on that and attacking that mindset of men and women and parents so we can keep that structure together, okay? Because we've done lost that structure, and part of that is because we've done gotten out of our traditional customs, okay? And we started looking at systems that are compromised. And unfortunately, the government has been involved in part of that system where you make so much money, you do whatever the heck you want to, and then now nobody can say anything because you know everything, okay? And that's the mindset that has happened in our culture as we see that is happening worldwide, that people are doing whatever they want to and they're not looking at the cost. But sometimes some people think it costs to be the boss. And so sometimes some people are bosses, and no disrespect, and this is a disclaimer for those who are watching. I'm not saying that this has happened, but we just go back to the Joe Jackson situation. Okay, and we forgot about that, okay? The Joe Jackson situation and his strange strange relationship outside of his marriage and kids that has affected the 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 grown adults having an actual relationship with each other, and the daughter, the extra bonus daughter, out of the relationship, is going on these interviews talking about the relationship that she has with her sibling, which I feel like that's kind of personal and private. You shouldn't be going on to anything if you really want a established relationship with people.
I have to interrupt because I want you to elaborate a little more because I don't know about that. But what kind of relationship do they have, or they just want to want to know each other?
Okay. Oh, so did you see the video that you didn't get to hear the audio from? It was actually talking about Joe Jackson and his exchange, and well, okay, I'll stop being professional. Okay, Joe Jackson committed adultery against his wife, okay, and had a child out of wedlock outside of their marriage, okay. And so Janet Jackson and the woman, and I can't remember her name, you all.
Rebe.
Rebe?
That's the oldest sister
Okay.
that brought them together.
Okay, Rebe brought the woman that was not a sibling, the half sibling, together, and there was a discussion between Janet and the half sibling, and she said, "Well, Daddy, the half sibling said, "Daddy," and what it sounded like, what was perceived that Janet had some type of feeling about that because Joe would never allow them to call him Daddy. He would want them to call him Joe. Okay,
Joseph.
but
Joseph.
Joseph. I also saw when I hear that, I hear the business side of Joe coming out and also the family side of Joe coming out because now he has a daughter out of wedlock calling him daddy that should have been his kids in his marriage and his family calling him daddy and just separating it between business so they can understand business and family. But so when you abandon your family, you abandon everything, abandon the nurturing that confuses the kids. And unfortunately, we all love Michael Jackson, okay? But it was so much heartbreak within the whole group. And they raised those kids to grow up too fast, and they didn't get a balanced childhood. So when some of those um, alleged um, allegations come out of Michael Jackson, we probably didn't know how to respond because they did lose out. But I know in my heart, as there may have been speculation, but I don't believe that people do that all because they didn't have a good childhood. Okay, I don't believe it happened all because they didn't have a good childhood. Coming back to Beyonce and things, we can't not make the children responsible or liable until after they come past of age, where now you get all those factors out and you can see the hearts come out to see what their intentions are. So I yield.
Don Allen. I haven't heard your opinion on this.
I haven't had a chance to get a word in edgewise, so of course
You got the floor. You got the floor now,
sir. Basically, like you, legacy, I've experienced that. I have brothers and sisters by my dad that my dad cheated on while he was with my mom, and had them while he was with my mother, and my mother and he were married.
So do you think Beyonce should welcome her outside siblings?
Yeah, when they get like now, I will agree with what is his name, Darren Phipps,
Donovan.
DP, just say DP.
DP. Okay. I think I would say wait until they get older to see, without the parents involved.
But let me ask you a question. Donna, let me ask you a question with the statement you made, right?
Mm-hmm.
Since life is life, right?
Right.
In the process of you waiting, when these are not children who your father haven't taken a DNA test from, and two women are just saying these are two kids that y'all share the same bloodline.
Well, you know what? In that case, because with those other kids, I didn't know whether or not, because I don't know.
Yeah,
my dad
they did blood tests. That's how. But this is what I want to ask.
No. I think they should. I think she should get to know them.
Hold on. That's why I'm gonna ask you. Listen. In the process of you waiting till these children become adults for you to reach out, and you are already an adult that has some of the best protection in the world around you at all times. Let's say you lose one of your siblings, and all that time, I'm gonna wait till they're 18, and your sister died at 17. You wasted 17 years of life.
Yeah.
Trying to avoid a situation that you are already perpetuating to happen, and it may not even happen. I'm not gonna miss. Listen, are you gonna wait when you can embrace your brother and sister right now while they're living because you know your daddy did a DNA test. It came back that is his right then and there. It's not like Beyonce and Solange is 10 and 12 and 18. These old ass women who know how to put things in positions to where that they can enjoy the company of getting. Do you Beyonce sang song about all the single ladies, all the single ladies. Your sister may want to be just like you,
Right.
but she ain't gonna get a chance to be just like you because the sister that she got is which is one of the most famous black women in the world, all this black girl power shit, ain't gonna have a chance to have it. Because guess what? Her sister, who is the one that has the torch, is waiting till she get 18 to reach out to her. But we don't know that her life is gonna be cut down at 18.
But
Well, you know what? Let me say this. Let me say this.
You're not gonna miss anything because how do you miss
You
what
missed
you never had?
17 years of knowing your sister.
You miss nothing. Like them 47 children that your father had that you've never met. If one died tomorrow that you haven't met, he's not gonna do nothing to you because you ain't even know about it.
First of all, that's exactly proving my point. If my daddy had done his damn job and introduced me to my family, I would have the opportunity to build a relationship.
Same example, because Matthew Knowles didn't do his job. She don't have that.
I never exempted him, but what we're talking about, Tony, is 20, we talking about 30-year-old women, one of them almost about to be 40, I guess, that have the opportunity, the means, and power to introduce themselves to their sister.
Basically, your question is if one of them siblings died before they hit 18, how will they feel? You won't feel nothing because you haven't had an opportunity to meet them.
But you didn't take the opportunity.
Whether you took it or had the opportunity or not, you would feel nothing. I'm answering your question. Because that's what you're trying to get.
But let me use this as a question because you love to use this on people, Tony. You love to say, if somebody told you that if you come and knock at this one door right here every day at 6 o'clock in the morning, if you knock on this door right here for 100 times, and you knock on it every morning at 6 o'clock 100 times, you're gonna be a millionaire. And I love when you ask people this because them people are going to be there knocking on that door because they're gonna be a millionaire. So what I'm telling you is, you know that those people are your siblings. Are you that hard up a motherfucker to the point to where because your mama felt some type of way that you gonna hold on to that?
Right.
You know
but
what?
Your question is,
I haven't even got
to 17. How would you feel? That was your question. Your answer to your question is you would feel nothing.
But that wasn't my answer, Tony. I didn't get the answer.
But how would you feel anything for somebody you've never met?
But well, I can't say that because I've only seen my dad once in my life. And when my dad died, because of the fact that I did not have a chance, because it was his fault, not my fault, that I did not have a chance to get to know him, I did feel some type of way. So I would feel some type of way if they died while I was waiting for that chance to get to know them. And then because people are dying left and right nowadays. Because my big mama used to say, people dying that ain't never died before. And you never had a chance. Like my mom, when I was a kid, my mom tried to get me in touch with my brothers and sisters. So it was never a thing of, oh, we on this side, you on that side. Like, I think that's childish, and I think that's immature.
I have a brother that I've never met. Is in California somewhere, younger than me. I never met, don't know how to get in touch with them. I just know they exist. All I know, they could be dead right now. But guess what? I've never met this person.
And the difference between that situation and this is the fact that the world has showed you, the DNA test proves that you being who you are, as Donovan say, prestige and power, can go and get your brother and sister and fucking meet them.
And me being broke, I can go meet mine.
You chose not to.
And so to be honest,
that's true. But that's true because I chose to meet my sisters and my brother. and I met each and every one of them
Ever
personally.
since the day we did that show, Tony, with my brother on this show, me and this man talk at least once a week, every day from that show. I have never stepped foot in front of him, but I have Zoom called him. He Zoom called me.
I'm sorry,
I
Tony.
did. When we reached out to each other, I am calm. This is how I talk, Miss F, because you just don't know me outside of when I'm talking. But I do that because guess what? God afforded me the opportunity to meet my brother.
Yeah,
Why would
that's
I
true.
let my shortcomings of what this dude did prevent me
Right.
and this
They don't have nothing
individual
to do
from
with
having
me.
a
Yeah.
relationship?
That don't got nothing to do with me. Right. That's his sins, the sins of the father. That has absolutely nothing to do with the sibling. So you shouldn't
I'm gonna
hold
be the
the sibling
bridge.
accountable.
See, that's the
Right.
difference. I'm gonna be the bridge.
Love one for another. Like you supposed to have that kind of love. How can you do and if
It bothers me. It bothers me that we harbor this type of energy in our body. If Beyonce, like you say, and Solange never knew that they daddy had an outside kid, you ain't never knew it, then that's different. Of course, I can't miss nothing I ain't never known. But once I know, it is
once
my
you know better, you do better.
responsibility
Yes, sir. Once you know better,
as
you
a
do better.
human being, as a
Yeah.
brother, as a
Yes.
sister. If we don't never speak to Matthew Knowles again in our life, I'm going to
Right.
have a relationship
This is true.
with my sister
like like
and
my
my
like my
brother.
like both of my two of my sisters are younger than me, and I have a brother that's older than me. That's the one that was really born while my mom and dad, the first couple of years of my mom and dad marriage, he was born. My mom and dad were married 10 years. He's 7 years older than me, so he was born while they were married, and I talk to them every week. So if I had never gotten to know either one of them, then that would be on me because I already knew that those are my siblings. So what I look like sitting up there, oh, just because my daddy did it, I hate my daddy, I can't stand my daddy, fuck them, them other brothers and sisters. No, why would I do that? That would be so petty and childish of me.
My brother
I'm
and
the bigger
sister,
person.
my brother and sister didn't fuck my daddy to get here. So I don't have
Right.
an issue with
With
my
them.
brothers and sisters.
Right. I
So
can't
the
believe it.
issue,
I've been
like I
agreeing
say,
with
you have
Legacy
to
all night.
take the
Lord,
pain, whatever pain you're harboring, you have to direct it to who it go to.
who it goes
Your
to,
brothers
stop
and
directing
sisters
it to the people.
does
Right.
not
Just like,
have to bear the pain that you feel about your daddy and your slut mama, knowing that he was married and dealt with him. That's them. They the ones got to deal with that. But what I'm gonna show you is love.
right.
And
Tony, you
Just
my
like
brother.
situation,
You my
just like,
brother. Right now, you my brother. And if anything happened to you on the other side of the country, even if I got to drive because I may not fly, just depends on how serious the situation is. I'm gonna get there
right.
now to
because
pick up on earlier legacy, when you said meeting and developing a relationship with your siblings that has nothing to do with your bag. In that situation, it does because if those two siblings, those two minors, as minors or adults, get to know Beyonce, and let's say they want to come to where she's at, or come to a concert, or whatever, or come to a family reunion or a family situation, it's going to require a plane ticket, hotel
it shouldn't
accommodations.
matter because you give fucking
It
money
doesn't
away to
matter.
people as a
And you
philanthropist
give money,
all
you
the
get
time.
right. You give money away to charities. You give money away
All
to
the
people that you
time.
don't know. But the Bible says, "How can you love me that you've never seen, but you
Period.
don't love your brother or sister that you see every day or even know anything about? How can you love me? How can you say you love God, but here
That was
you have a
beautiful.
sister and a brother that you know exist, and you don't reach out to your sister and brother? How dare she?" And she
I
always
ain't
talking
gotta
about
talk no
she a
more.
Christian. She
I
always
ain't
talking
gotta
about she a
talk no
Christian.
more.
She always
Thank
talking
you,
about
Don
she a
Allen.
Christian. But how's
Thank you,
she a
Don Allen.
Christian
Oh,
when she
and
got a brother and a sister living that she won't reach out
I'm
to?
sorry, you all. Can I throw this out here?
You gonna do it
Just
anyway. Go
because
ahead, DP.
people can give you lip service all day, it's about the fruits you bear, okay? And unfortunately, I have to say, based on the fruits that people bear, there is not a Christian identity there, okay? There may be principles that are practiced from the Bible,
Who
that
you
shows
talking
that
about,
this.
Donald? Donovan, when you say that, who are you talking about when you say it?
Well,
Oh,
I'm
you talking about?
allegedly saying that Beyonce and Jay-Z are not Christians. Okay, they are not practicing biblical perspective or biblical lifestyles. Okay, why? Because you don't hear anything biblical in their perception of life or their talk or communication. See, when you talk about something, you have to bear fruits behind the talk. Just because you walk into McDonald's doesn't make you a hamburger, okay? Because you don't bear the qualities of a hamburger, okay? As much as if you walk into a church, that doesn't make you a Christian just because you walked into the church. You have to bear fruits, okay? Just because you say you're a banana doesn't mean you're a banana. You have to
And,
have
to, and
characteristics of a
Donovan,
banana,
Donovan,
okay?
in today's society, Donovan, you can be what you want to be.
Yeah, but that doesn't make you that.
That doesn't
Now,
make you not.
legacy, you don't walk into McDonald's saying, or you don't walk into Washington D.C. saying that you're the president of the United States, Biden now, okay, and they listen to you now and follow your authority just because you say it. Okay, now you might believe it. Now, if you believe that uh, um, your president, what is his first name? Joe Biden, okay, and you go to Washington, D.C., and you say, I'm President Joe Biden, just because you say it doesn't mean you are it. And if you believe that you're Joe Biden and you go up there and say you are, they're going to put you in a mental ward. They got places for people like you, okay?
Right.
And I'm saying this for those who are listening, if you think you are something and you are not, they got places where you can go get help. Put the mental health crisis line number up, okay? The mental health crisis line number, and that's real talk right there. I know I'm sounding sarcastically, jokingly,
Funny.
but people are needing help in the time we live in. And remember, go get help so you won't lose your mind.
Listen, family and friends, this has been a hell of a few topics that we've jumped into tonight, but we
Yeah.
are now 3 minutes over our time. I love being able to be on here and exchange. But before I close out, I want to just reach out to Cake right quick and let her have a few minutes to elaborate on what she feels.
I'd rather just go ahead and keep my thoughts too. I didn't see the video, and I had a lot of personal views. I was gonna just say it, but then I thought about I don't want to hurt my siblings' feelings and stuff. But hey, do what your heart feel best, because some things need to be left where they at.
Ms. Eccles say, thank y'all for a good show. Love everybody. We love you too, Ms.
Love
Eccles.
you too.
Blessings, love.
I want to, again, we just thank Ms. Eccles. We always appreciate you, Ms. Eccles. Mr. Akbar, #3 fan of the world. Chantel, #4. But we just want to just thank you guys for participating onto the show. Miss Allen, if you out there watching, we want to thank you too. Just want to just let you guys know before we get out of here how much y'all really do mean to us. Ms. Eccles, Mr. Akbar, y'all have been with us since day one. And we just want to just thank you guys for being with us on this journey in the last 3 years. Y'all are pillars for our foundation of the ATL show, and y'all mean a lot to us. We appreciate you. We're gonna go ahead and let Mr. Phelps, DP,
All right. Hey,
let them
I'm
know.
Donovan Phipps, and thank you for watching the ATL show. If you want to reach out to me on any interweb, my website is donovanphipps.com without the www. Okay, and you can go to Instagram. My tag out name is dphipps life. You can also log on to Facebook at on Facebook and search me Donovan Phipps. If I do not add you, please don't get offended. I am at my limit where we don't have any space for extra friends. But send a message, let us know, show us some love, and I'm here and I'm out. Thank you so much.
Listen, DP, I just want to give a quick shout out to you too, because you definitely have given us revitalized energy on this show. You have a different perspective. You are, for me, I'm saying you are the male juicy cake for me.
Oh, well, I love you.
Don't. I'm just, don't you do the mushy shit. I'm just telling you I appreciate it. But you bring an energy to this show that Kate brought when she first came here, and she always carries with her. So we appreciate you, DP. We appreciate you. We're gonna bring to the show a brother, Mr. D-Lo. He prays for our podcast. He used to do a lot of different things in the very beginning of the build up of the ATL show. We love you the same, D. So go ahead and let them know, D-Lo, what it is.
Well, it's good to be back on here, and I'm gonna be back on here a little bit more regular.
Glad to be in the
And
numbers.
huh?
I'm so glad to be in the numbers just one more time.
Number just one more time. Didn't have to let me live, but it did. I'm giving a shout out from Big D, Dallas, Texas, baby. That's where I live. You can reach me at apostledelo@gmail.com, or you can reach me on Twitter at Apostle Delo, Instagram at Apostle Delo, on Facebook and down low, or you can reach me on TikTok and YouTube at Delo Productions, and for notary and graphic design only. Don't call me for nothing else. 214-962-8275. That's how you can reach me. I'm called Big D, baby, representing the Big D. Dallas, Texas in the house.
They say everything is bigger in Texas.
It is. Hey. Hey.
Oh, we're gonna go ahead and bring out the man that makes it possible for us to be on this grand scale, this podcast, out in this ATL world, ATL land, in these ATL streets. The one and only, the one that's a pain in my side. I always think he right about stuff, but I wouldn't want to go a day without him. AB, let him know.
Yes. I'm yours truly, Mr. Anthony Brown. You can find me on all social media. That's Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube under Anthony Brown or The Anthony Brown Show. You can find me also on my Facebook page is Anthony the Writer. So definitely follow that page as well. I appreciate it so much. My email is theanthonybrown@gmail.com. Words that I live by, and so should you, and that you got to grind until you shine. And also, I'm also here in West Palm Beach and South Florida area. I am also a mobile notary, and I run and operate the business of Florida Fingerprints and Notaries LLC. My contact information is behind me, as you can see. And there's just a list of a few of the services that I do and that I offer. So definitely reach out to me if you're in the Florida area and you need any services. Definitely reach out to me. Again, that's 561-768. That's 3710. That's my contact phone number, and then the email again for notary is notarypublicwpb@gmail.com. Thank you so much.
All right. We definitely appreciate everything that everybody brings to this podcast. The energy is great. Ms. Eccles, I know you think that I be angry, but I just talk with a little bit of passion. Ain't nothing tore up and ain't nothing broke. Legacy ain't mad. But we gonna go ahead and I'm gonna let you guys know, y'all know who I am. I'm Legacy the
Well,
Great.
what about me?
Hey, Juicy Cake didn't get to go. Ladies
I
first.
thought we did KK first.
No, we didn't.
Okay, well, Tony, let's go ahead. Tony, we need KK information.
He put it up. You started talking about him.
You know, I yielded, so I wasn't gonna say anything.
Tony, put KK information up here.
Well, I'll do it.
Go ahead, Kate.
You can find me here every Tuesday and Friday on the ATL show. You can check me out on Facebook, Nicole Purse, Instagram, Miss Beautiful, or TikTok, Miss Juicy Cakes. And you can check out our website, enliventoyou.com, for all your homeopathic and health needs. And get you some George's Aloe.
All right. All right, now, y'all know who I am. I'm Legacy the Great. Y'all can find me on Facebook up under our Dream Williams. YouTube, you can hit me up under Legacy the Great. My email is legacyunlocked@mail.com. And for business purposes only, you can reach out to me at 229-630-7615. And if you have any legal situations or need my advice or need me to file any motions on your behalf, you can reach out to me at 561. You can reach out 561-907-9129. 907-9129. We're gonna love you too, Ms. Duckles. We're gonna go on and get ready to get out of here. Before we do this, I want to say this. I think I need for Don Allen to re-speak what God said about how do you love me. And you've never seen me before.
Basically.
No, go ahead and hit him with the verse, Don Allen. Hold on.
Love God, and I ain't never seen God before because I love God because of God in me. And when I meet these people,
we're gonna have to have another. We're gonna have to have another show. Show. Don Allen, close it out.
Okay, hold on.
I want him to
my Lord, y'all so silly, Lord Jesus. The Bible says, the word of God says, 1 John 4:20 says, if a man say I love God and hateth his brother, he is a liar. But he that loveth not his brother whom he hath seen, how can he love God whom he hath not seen? 1 John chapter 4, verse 20.
Because them brothers be doing stuff to people that just how.
ATL ho!
28 grams of moss, 28 grams of moss. Little people the king, little people the king. Y'all ain't ready for this, y'all ain't ready for this. Yeah. I'm the champion, I'm the champion, don't know why you can't wanna wait to beat with the speed just to give you cats a chance to eat. What you got for early didn't finish the plate. Now that I'm back, you rap cats are gonna have to wait. Been gone a whole year, still nobody got the leadership or the heart to even feel my spot. I'm the champion, must I say it again? The best in this rap game and I continue to win. See, I'm allergic to that, losing makes me sneeze. That's like you phony rap cat, about to make it squeeze. Bring your whole crew, nigga, I'ma swallow that. So when it pops off, ANC is on a holler back. It's 28 grams, nigga. I've been running this shit. So anything in front of me can fuck around and get hit. I follow you rap cats, so you niggas my sons and I'm the truth. Why? Cause I'm the motherfucking champion. I'm the champion. I'm the champion. Still rep the A&T, but I carry my throne. God bless every child that can hold it home. And I am that child, as you niggas can see. Cause ain't another rapper out there better than me. And this goes to anybody trying to steal my spot. I'm number one in this shit, so number one you die. So when you gas scream, y'all is the best, I laugh. Like really, you cats don't really know the how. You do the math, and that's yourself who really great. Then add it up and watch it equal up to 28. So that's the little cats know who really the done. I'm overall, I let you niggas fight for number one. See, I put that on my life, put that on my son. Gotta stay the best of people, they can trade love.